look at an auspicious stone. We look at a stone. Yes, we look at an auspicious stone that travels through all 4 yugas. In Vaikunta, Sri Vishnu notices that the blessed stone, on which Lakshmi Devi's feet falls. He has to put it to some kind of a use. So what he does, he takes out the stone and he carves something. He sculpts it. And this is a miniature form of himself. Yes, now he hands it over to Brahmaji and his wife Saraswati Devi. It was so deep. The Dwāpara Yugā ended and the Kali Yugā started, and the end of that, the transition was not such an easy one. It was the most difficult one when the entire Dwaraka had to go under water. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Jai Shri Ram, Om Shri Matre Namaha. Welcome back to the Clay Studios oil painting vlog number 80 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. This is a painting that follows the principle of calligram or micrography, using which 1,000 names of Sri Vishnu are getting painted. While the painting is coming up, I'm also trying to understand the deeper meanings lying underneath these names with the help of scriptures from Sanatana Dharma. And in a typical vlog, you can see that I'm covering 10 names and the meanings, and then taking tangential perspectives with the help of storylines, scriptures from Sanatana Dharma to understand some of the names deeper. Though I'm covering 10 names in each of the vlogs, I see that I'm constantly referring back and forth to the previous vlogs, simply because of the interconnectivity and also depth in understanding. This depth in understanding has definitely helped me grow as a person, as an individual, and also find something useful for my personal and professional life. I hope the same happens with you. With that, I will definitely suggest you that you take a look at the previous vlogs and come back, so you're also able to appreciate it as much. Let's look at the plan for today. Today's session will also cover 10 names, starting with 781 going on up to 790 names and the meanings, and then we look at an auspicious stone. We look at a stone. Yes, we look at an auspicious stone that travels through all 4 yugas. Yes, this is going to be a wonder journey for us. Let's get started without much ado with the names and the meanings first. Starting with 781, Om Duravasaya Namaha. He whom the yogis with a very great difficulty bring to reside in their hearts in Samadhi. The abode of puzzles is what comes out of this. So he is the abode. He ends up in the hearts of the yogis when the state of Samadhi happens. I think that's the we discussed Ashtanga Yoga in one of the episodes, where we talked about Samadhi as the end state as well, isn't it? So let's move on to 782. Om Durarigne Namaha. One who destroys beings with beings such as asuras, or the slayer of evil ones or enemies. Again, the slaying or the killing is not to be equated to the killing, as we know, is the enemies or the asuras are within. So the demonic thought processes need to be slayed. Let's look at it from that perspective. 783 is Om Shubhangaya Namaha. One whose form is very auspicious to meditate upon. Auspicious form, and it's also referring to an auspicious shape, and this is exactly what we are going to explore in today's session. 784 is Om Loka Sarangaya Namaha. One who, like the saranga, the honeybee grasps the essence of the world, or one who enjoys the essence of all the planes. 785 is Om Sutantave Namaha. Refers to as this universe of infinite extension belongs to him, the Lord is called Sutantu, or a good string that connects all the elements maybe. Yeah. 786th is Om Tantuvardhanaya Namaha. Om Tantuvardhanaya Namaha refers to one who can augment or contract the web of this world. Yes, I think we talked about this web. Yeah. So he is the string and he is the World Wide Web. Yeah. And actually, when we look at this auspicious stone, we'll also see the string, the connecting string happening in the story that we are going to touch upon today. 787 is Om Indra Karmane Namaha, one whose actions are like that of Indra, and that is of the highly commendable nature and such. Yeah. 788 is Om Mahakarmane Namaha, of one of whom the great elements like Akasha are effects of the great act. There is definitely a great act that we are going to touch upon also. Bhumi, Akasha and such, the elements of nature also doing their actions for this great act is what we are going to explore in the story. So there's a lot coming in the story. Can't wait. 789 is Om Kritakarmane Namaha, one who has fulfilled everything and has nothing more to accomplish, the most accomplished act. Again, it's pointing to the story. Let's see. 790 is Om Krita Gamaya Namaha, one who has given out the Agama in the shape of the Veda. And this is accomplished scientific tradition also. Very interesting. A lot of questions coming out of these 10 names, and we want to find answers. And today we have a brilliant story for the 10 names that we have seen right now, especially the auspicious shape. So let's jump into the story for today. An auspicious stone that traveled through all 4 yugas. What happened? So that will have to go beyond the time. Yes, this was in one of the vlogs. We talked about Samudra Manthan, the churning of the cosmic ocean, and from where Lakshmi Devi arrived, the goddess, the divine, arrived, and Vishnu married her and took her to Vaikunta. Yeah. So this is where the story of the stone begins. In Vaikunta, Sri Vishnu notices that the blessed stone, on which Lakshmi Devi's feet falls. Yeah, wherever her feet falls, there is a very, very, unique property acquired stone maybe that is created, and that's what he is surprised to see how this is happening. So he's so impressed with this divinity of the stone, this auspicious stone, he wants to give it a shape. Yeah, he has to put it to some kind of a use. So what he does, he takes out the stone and he carves something, he sculpts it, and this is a miniature form of himself, that stone. And maybe you can think of it like it's even beyond or before the for our own understanding, the time span of when all these avatars came into being that we know, and especially the avatar of Lord Krishna, baby Krishna, that we know. Before that, I think it would also be a connotation that he was trying to give, that he will take a form of a boy, of a child, and grow up to be a boy and such, and maybe he wanted to see himself manifest himself in that form, and that's the form that he created out of this auspicious stone. So an auspicious stone now turns into an auspicious shape of, typically you can imagine this as a 1.5 feet tall adolescent aged Krishna, Lord Krishna, for our understanding. And this stone is called Patala Anjanam. Yeah, It is, how do I put it? It's a deep black celestial stone, and it's also mentioned in texts like Narada Purana and such. Yeah. So this is what he builds or sculpts. Sculpting happens, but it has to be used, isn't it? Otherwise it will just be a metal piece staying there somewhere. Yes, now he hands it over to Brahmaji and his wife Saraswati Devi, and says that until such time that we figure out the next move of the stone, let's just call it stone for now, the stone idol, we will have to keep it in use. So until such time we decide where the next move of the statue should be, you continue praying. So it was Brahmaji and Saraswati Devi, his consort, they continue the process of praying to this stone deity, let's say small stone deity. And then the Yuga turns, humans start taking form, the world is generated, Brahmadev, everything, is built. Now the Yuga turns leaf, Satya Yugā. There are 4 Yugas. Yeah, the first Yuga is the Satya Yugā. In Satya Yugā, there was a king by name Sutapas and his wife Prishni. They are praying to Lord Vishnu for a child. They are childless and praying to Lord Vishnu for a child. When Lord Vishnu finally appears, and out of the excitement that they have seen the Lord himself, they both utter in loud voice, we wish for a child that is just like you, my Lord. And not just once, they say this thrice. So impressed with the devotion, Lord Vishnu agrees that he will be born not just once, thrice to them in different yugas. Yeah, in this yuga, of course, and also in the ensuing yugas, when they take different forms, then they will end up having children also that are auspicious in the same form that they are praying to. But for now, they need to pray to a form of a child, isn't it? So Lord Vishnu gives them this little statue of the or the auspicious shape that he has built, and he says that it's been prayed to by Brahmadev and Saraswati Devi. So he can, or he meaning the king and his wife, can use this as an inspiration idol and pray to the idol so that he will be born to them, and he himself will also pray to the same form that is being placed here. So this boon finally manifests also. So the son that is born to King Sutapas and Prishni is called Prishni Garban. Prishni Garban is born, and he is also referred to as an incarnation of Lord Vishnu himself, born physically to the biological parents, and he also continues to pray to this idol statue along with his parents. And this happens when this was in Satya Yugā. Now let's turn leaf. We are now moving to Tretā Yugā. Yes, in Tretā Yugā, this idol has to move hands, isn't it? So let's understand for our own benefit that it's not just one family. There are many families that are in the need of, let's say, progeny, let's say, moving on in their life for some reason or challenges, that this statue has been passing on hands. We are only taking examples of some names for our own understanding. Yes. So passing on in different hands in Satya Yugā, it now reaches Tretā Yugā. And at the hands of Sage Kashyapa and Aditi Devi. I think we know them from many other vlogs we have looked at. Yeah, they are very good at praying. They have done a lot of sacrificial yajnas and so on. And Vamana avatar was also one of the avatar coming from that. Exactly. So for that, what did they use? Voila, it's the same idol. Yes. So they also use the same idol and pray to that idol, do the yajna and do their prayers, and the result of their prayers, Upendra or Indra's younger, Upendra meaning Indra's younger brother. Again, what is that? Who is that? That is Vamana Avatar is born to confront Bali Maharaja and save the world, isn't it? So that is the Tretā Yugā storyline. Now, the job of Vamana Avatar might be over, but the idols or the auspicious stone that we saw has to keep moving on. So it's moving on into different hands, different families, different needs, and satisfying these needs, being the inspiration for many until it moves to the Tretā Yugā. In Tretā Yugā, that's the Yuga where King Dasharatha and Kausalya pray for their son. Where is it? It's in Ayodhya. And they pray to this idol for their progeny. Who did they end up having? It was Lord Brahma. Again, Vishnu's avatar of Lord Brahma, who reigned the Bharata Desam in such a divine way. Yes, of course, as per the principle, the king and the queen and Lord Rama continued the prayer. The idol has to keep passing on hands. It did, even in Tretā Yugā. So it's ending up in the Dwāpara Yugā. So we have now seen Satya Yugā, Tretā Yugā, and now the third is the Dwāpara Yugā. The idol now reaches the hands of who? Devaki and Vasudeva. Yes, they didn't have a challenge with the progeny, but the challenge was a very different level. I think we have discussed this story of birth of Lord Krishna, what happens and so on in great detail in the vlogs. So there was a negative personality that was in the family itself, was trying to kill every child that was born to them. So they had a huge challenge, they had a huge responsibility as well, and they prayed to the same idol, Lord Krishna. Baby Krishna is formed or born biologically to Devaki and Vasudeva. He also continues to pray, but not immediately after, because there is also a challenge. On the night of his birth, he is now moved across the Yamuna river to another place where he has to live with Yashoda Ma and Nandagopa for about 10 to 12 years, and then he comes back to reunite. That story is a great detail, but when he reunites, he gets an opportunity to pray again to the same idol along with the parents. So the prayer continues. We have crossed 3 Yuga. We are now in the present Yuga. Yes. But before the present Yuga, what happened? The transition, because Kali Yuga is what we are in. Yeah, the transition was so deep. The Dwāpara Yugā ended and the Kali Yuga started, and the start and the end of that, the transition was not such an easy one. It was the most difficult one when the entire Dwaraka, where Lord Krishna belonged to, had to go underwater. And you can always Google search. There is now research going on deep underwater on where Dwaraka was initially and how the constructions are and so on. So it had to go underwater. But Lord Krishna knew that though the whole city of Dwaraka has to go underwater, this is the destiny, one piece must survive, one stone must survive, one auspicious shape must survive and move on to the next Yuga. So he chooses his confidant, his cousin, the chief advisor Uddhava, and says that even if the entire city is gone underwater, this stone statue must be saved and passed on to the Kali Yuga, and worship to this idol must continue. So Uddhava is in a state of confusion. Now he doesn't know. The water is just flooding the whole city. He doesn't know where to take it safely, what to do. So Lord Krishna says that if you need guidance, Guru Bhagavan, the Guru is the teacher, isn't it? Guru Bhagavan will guide him as to the apt location where the statue has to go, the next geolocation, let's say. And who will carry it? The elements. We talked about the elements also, isn't it? In the names, the meanings. It will be Vayu Bhagavan who will carry this idol to the location, the perfect location where the idol has to be placed. So the travel happens. It is believed that along with Dwaraka Desh, the whole Dwaraka went in, and this auspicious idol also went into the water, and Varuna Bhagavan actually picked up and helped this only stone, the strong stone, to come up and rise above and swim afloat in the water, while the Vayu Bhagavan carried it, and Guru Bhagavan gave the guidance to where it has to go. And it actually is believed to have travelled from Dwaraka Desh. Dwaraka Desh is really in the north side of India. It is believed to have travelled to many other states in India, locations in India, until it finally reached a place under the guidance of Guru Bhagavan and the efforts of Vayu Bhagavan, that is the air. This idol, auspicious shape, finally arrives in a place called Ambikapuram, southern part of India. And this location is typically in Kerala, wherein there is a beautiful pond. This is also a pond that is blessed by, let's say, Prachetasas, where you can think of them as saints who were praying to Lord Shiva and Parvati. So they sing what is called Rudra Geetam. So this pond and this location is so pristine, is so beautiful. You can imagine that Lord Shiva, who is always living in the Parbat, living in the Kailasa, prefers to have a vacation off or something like that in this beautiful pristine location along with his wife Parvati Devi. And this is where the Rudra Geetam is also sung. So it's such a pristine environment, and this is the perfect location for this statue, this idol, to end up, isn't it? So Lord Shiva and Parvati blessed the arrival of this little idol to be consecrated in this location called Ambikapuram. Now this statue is set up. We have been calling it a stone, a idol, a shape and such. It doesn't have a name. But when you are consecrating, you need to have a name. He has been traveling in all yugas. Nobody knew the name of this idol. So since Guru Bhagavan and Vayu Bhagavan had helped the whole process of saving the statue from drowning into the waters, and ensure that Kali Yuga people, the people from today, you and me, can actually continue to pray to him. Yes, it still exists. The stone exists. The Lord wishes the name of them who helped to have been placed as his own name. Consecration has to happen in their own name, meaning Guru and Vayu. Guru and Vayu put together means Guruvāyoor. And Ur is the word that we will use in the southern parts of India to refer to a city or something. So Guru and Vayu Ur. Guruvāyoor is the location name now. Ambikapuram changed to Guruvāyoor, and Appan is also a name referring to Lord. So he is called Guruvāyoor Appan. So it's a little Krishna statue that is in Guruvāyoor. I will definitely share insights and links in the description, so you can figure out where the stone is still residing right now. So Guruvāyoor idol is made of a celestial stone. I am not sure whether research is going on to the dating of the stone and such, but it is believed to be a Patala Anjanam. A Patala Anjana is a typical black bismuth, but it is based on a religious legend and the scripture. We do not have a scientific proof as such, but then the idol's antiquity is supported by inscriptions as old as 13th century, and there are definitely mythical tales. That is, mythical is a word now we cannot use because a lot of things are being discovered as time progresses with the help of AI and such. We are now in the state where Dwaraka, which was also believed to be mythology, is now a fact. We are able to see things with our own eyes and such. So yes, so this is the origin, yeah, and linking the whole story from the Yugas, origin in the Yugas, linked to Vishnu, Brahma, Krishna himself, and establishing this sacred stone of deep faith. Yeah, so this is a divine connection. It's believed to represent Vishnu in his full manifestation, worshipped by Krishna himself, Rama himself, and making it potent symbol of divine presence. So this is the story that I had to share of this auspicious stone that has traveled across through all the 4 yugas, and this is the auspicious form we meditate upon. Subhanganaya Namaha. I hope you found this very interesting. Please do share your thoughts on the same. There's a lot of legends about this particular story, so I'm super excited to read your comments, your thoughts on this, and what all maybe that I might not have covered. Please do share the same in the comment section. Until we meet in the next session, stay blessed, stay happy, stay healthy, stay motivated. Thank you. Bye-bye.